Hello, hello. Let me. Hi, everybody. My face. Hi, Angela. How is everybody? Hey. Thanks for jumping on. Let me put a little bit of lipstick on for you guys. How's everybody doing? Oh, look pretty. Just a tad. Should have did that before I got on, huh? Oh, that's excellent. How's everybody's day been going? So, I got everything set up here. While people are getting in, grab a piece of paper and a marker or a pencil. You could try a pen, but I've found that sometimes pens don't work too well for what we're about to do. So a marker, a crayon, or marker, crayon, or pencil works best. Hi, Evelyn. So I have right here my little trusty Sharpie. Since I'm fairly decent at it, I have my pen. But if we're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend a pen because for whatever reason, Spirit doesn't like pens. I don't know the flow. Hey, Chayla! Hey, everybody. So, let me know when you guys are ready. When you got your markers, your crayons, your pencils, and your paper. Let me know when you're ready, and we could get this party started. So just let me know. My room is filled with these things. You see this? My room is like absolutely. I have like 10 of them on my bed right now. She literally opened all of them. Y'all know how Jayla is. Like, and my bed is full of Jayla stuff. She confiscated my flowers. Like her sticker books. Like, it's just everything. Oh, and don't forget her fake food. Like, she got fake food on my bed. It's just like, oh, and don't forget the Doc McStuffits, the, like, toy box. So, yeah, I got a little bit of everything on my bed. So, we're going to get this party started. So, while we are getting started, I am going to I'm going to mount this over my piece of paper, right? So you will hear me, but you will not see me. And I am going to get that. So I'm going to try to look. I have it to where I could see your comments and stuff, but you won't be able to see me, okay? So let me change that around for you. And there we go. Okay. So I got it. No. Okay. So let me mount my camera. There we go. Can everybody see that pretty decently? There we go. My little $5, $3 camera mount works great. So I have an overhead camera mount. That works wonders. Okay, so you guys saw this. I had to decorate with Jayla stickers and stuff. So, we are going to ground ourselves right now. So I just need you to take 3 long, deep breaths in and out with a sigh. Everybody knows I start with this grounding. It's about 3 breaths. You take it in, you hold it, and then you let it out with a heavy sigh. So that's going to get you like opened up a little bit. So here we go. We're going to go in. Hold. Relax, relate, release. In. Shake it out. We're going to do one more. We're going to go in. Okay. So, introductions. My name is Ty Johnson Anderson. If you don't know, from TyJohnsonAnderson.com. I am a medium and a manifestation maven, and I help you to manifest everyday miracles. So that could be from your ideal life to, getting money in your bank account to finding a partner. So we're going to focus on those everyday miracles that build momentum into the good shit, right? And that is my focus for you guys. And have you to grab life and by your ovaries and have you be the creator of your own lifestyle, right? And we do this through spirit. And sometimes when we're looking for answers, we can't get them. Or you end up at someone like me, which is a psychic. And sometimes it's just like, either you don't want to wait the week it's going to take to get an appointment. The ones that do take same day appointments where you could walk in, they're like, oh my gosh, is this a sham, right? Or like you just want on the fly, you're in the middle of a negotiation and you really just want to know what the hell I should be doing, right? And you don't have time to be like calling me and waiting for me to answer or emailing me and saying I need your help, but you don't have an appointment until next week. I got to make this decision like right now, right? So I've taught you how to connect with spirit to get yes and no answers. And so today we're going to talk about how to connect with spirit through through lettering and allowing them to, at a certain point, write out like they were writing a letter to you. Like if you asked your girlfriend, hey, what should I be doing in a text message? And she writes back to you exactly what it is that you should be doing. So this is going to open a direct line through spirit. Hello, how are you? We didn't get too far yet, you guys. So if you just started, just ground yourself. Do a couple of deep breaths in and out. And we haven't started yet. So what we are going to do after you do those grounding breaths, I am going to envision a circle around you that is of white light. We are going to call upon our spirit guides and we ask of them to allow nothing inside your bubble of white light that is not intended to be there. We only want to connect with spirit right now. Our ancestors can wait. So if it's not spirit, we don't want to talk to them right now, okay? And your bubble of peace and your bubble of white light and you actually saying your boundaries out loud will create those boundaries for you. So you have to tell them, I don't want to connect with anybody but you. So say that out loud and mean it right now, okay? Our ancestors could wait. Your grandma, we love her, but she could wait until we talk to spirit. Right now, we got to talk to spirit, And so sometimes our ancestors could get a little bit overzealous. So what I am going to want you to do is we're going to start out with shapes, right? So we're going to go with a triangle because it's easy for spirit. Because sometimes they write in like archaic letters and numbers and stuff. So we want something real easy that they can understand. So we're going to say on your paper, write triangle equals no, right? And we're going to tell them a heart equals yes. Okay? Triangle equals no. Heart equals yes. Write that out so that they could feel your movements, right? So write it out on your paper the same way I did here, just so that they could feel the way that your hand is moving, so that they could replicate it, okay? So we're going to ask, you could ask this aloud or on paper. Are you here? Right? And when you do this, after you write that out, you're just going to say answer with a yes, which is a heart, or a no, which is a triangle. If you don't see anything, So relax your hand, put your tip of your marker on the paper, relax your hand, do not move your hand. Ask them, so I want you guys to answer my question. Are you here? Okay, so you see my guides answered a yes, okay? So that is what you're going to do. Let me know if you see that. Did you get it? Oh, yay, yay. Let me know. Did anybody else get it? Because if not, I could send my guides over to help you out, okay? Anybody else get it? Having trouble not getting anything? Okay. Okay. So, think a little bit more clearly and say, I allow Ty's guide in. Say, I allow Soj. My spirit guide is Soj, right? So, you have to say, okay. So, those of you who are having a little bit of trouble, I want you to say aloud, Soj, I request a little bit of help. Can you help me? And then just say, can you help me, Soj, right? That is my spirit guide's name. That is my main spirit guide. Write that on your paper and say, Soj, can you help me, Soj? And then relax your muscles. If you have to use your non-dominant hand, because that's easier for you to not try to control, do it that way. This feels odd for me, but he will write this way. It just feels odd for me. So if I say, can you help me, Soj? This is the way it writes for him. Okay? That just feels weird for me, so I use my dominant hand. But if it's better for you to use your non-dominant hand because you don't feel the need to control your hand that way, then use your non-dominant hand. And let me know how that goes. Did my spirit guide come over and help you? I'm going to send him over to you now. Okay. He's going to try to talk to your spirit guides and get them into the habit of interacting. Okay? And if they can't draw a heart, see if they could draw a circle. Okay? That's a little bit easier. If they can't draw a heart, they could draw a circle or a line this way or that way. Make it easy for them, because sometimes they just can't draw the intricate patterns. So if they could draw a line up and down instead, say, hey, instead of the heart, can you draw a line? To say that you're here. Okay? So those who are having trouble, how about now? Those of you who are having trouble, did you get the help? And if, like I said, if they can't draw a heart, ask them to draw a straight line or a line across. Because some of them just have trouble, they're not used to writing. Some of them have never walked this earth a day in their life, you know. So they're not used to writing. Ah, that's good. That's good. They'll get better. You know, at the beginning it can be slow. I think at the beginning my guide wrote like block letters like this. Like that was a B for him. Like so at the beginning it's gonna be a little bit of slow, and at some point he was writing scribbles and I was like, look, I can't understand that. Like you're gonna have to learn some English. And so I literally went through the alphabet and like, this is how you write a, this is how you write a B, this is how you write a C. So I literally had to do that for him for a while, okay? Because like I don't understand Cyrillic and hieroglyphics and crap like that. That's like that's not one of my specialties. So okay. Oh. So with that, we're going. Did you guys get a yes? Can we move on from this, from the symbols? Right. Yeah. So it's just like, no, I don't understand that. Right? That dead language. So I was like, you gotta. Um. Okay. Then that's good. Then they're trying. Okay. If you're even getting a half, that means they're trying. All right. Um. And so we're going to take that as a positive because they even attempted to, okay? Relax a little bit more, okay? Don't be afraid. If you are afraid, they cannot fully enter your system because they are not allowed to if you're afraid, okay? So you really need to abandon the fear. Okay, awesome. So you really just need to abandon the fear because they are not going to come in quite well if there's fear in your energy because they're not allowed to. You know, they have to live by rules as well. Okay? And if you fear them, they're going to back off. And I know this is really weird. I understand this is outside the norm. When I first started doing it, it freaked me out too, okay? And then I was intrigued enough to continue doing it. If you got to take a breather and say, yeah, this is getting a little bit too weird for me, take a breather and come back to it another time, right? And that's fine. You know, everything at your own pace. Remember that. Okay. So, what we're going to do right now is with those same yes and no, we're going to ask, can you write in English? And so we remember that equals no. And whatever your yes equals, whether it's that, you know, that or that equals yes, right? So these are anything that they could do for yeses. Okay? So we're going to ask them, can you write in English? Or whatever language it is that you would recommend them to talk to you in. I write in English, right? So that's what I'm going to ask. If you write in French, if you want them to relate to you in French, you can ask that, right? So it say, can you write in English? And of course, mine is going to be like this. But this is what mine wants to say. See? Like, hell yeah. Mine is so used to it that now he's like, he thinks he's all that because he can write cursive now and not block letters. You know, so he's moved up in the game. So he always writes in cursive for me. And I'm not a big cursive writer, so I know that whenever I'm writing in cursive, it's him. You know, so he think he doing something now that he can write in cursive, right? So yours may start out with, ask them if they could write English, ask them to join the sign for yes, and then see if they could write it out, right? And so if they write it out, I have a new guide that's doing this. If they write it out, that could be it. Right. And so I just asked them, I asked one of my other spirit guides, Persephone, because I don't usually write to her. I hear her. She doesn't normally write. So I was like, can you write? And she's like, yes. Okay. So let me know what's going on. Feedback. I want some feedback. What's going on? Are you getting answers? He said no, he can't write in English. Um, okay. If he can't write in English, oh, he can't write in English. Okay. This is what we're gonna ask. What language? Okay. As you can see, Spirit is taking over. Do you speak? Right? We're gonna ask them, what language do you speak? And so mine goes like this. All. Yay, Angela. So I just asked mine, what language do you speak? Okay? And see if they could write out what mine says, all. Right? Because essentially they can. Or you could say, do you want to write? Okay? So you could say, do you want to talk? Because that may be why they don't want to say yes, So you could say, do you want to talk now? Right? And see what they say. Mine talks to me always. And so you could ask your spirit guides right now, do you even want to talk to me right now? Because it could be they just don't really want you to talk to them right now. Sometimes it's like that, and that's okay. I get that sometimes when I ask a question, they say, we're not going to answer you, and that's just plain and simple, and they don't really have to. Oh. Your spirit guy was like, no. So, okay. So, okay. So, if your spirit guide doesn't want to talk to you, right? If he doesn't, just say, write my spirit guide's name, right? So, my spirit guide's name is Soj. Write down on a paper, say, Soj, will you write to me? Sojj. I get his permission to help. Like, his whole mission is to help me with you guys. Oh, Tamika, you'll be able to replay it, okay? As you know, it works for next 24 hours. You'll be able to replay it, and I'll post a link to the group of the replay on Catch, okay? So, if your spirit guides said, nah, they don't want to, nah, we're not going to talk to you right now, talk to mine, okay? And I'm going to give my permission for Soj to go over and talk to you. So call on Soj, Sojj. Say, Soj, will you talk to me? Write that down and say, Soj, will you talk to me? And see what he says. My spirit guide is very accommodating. And so I want everybody to try this out so that when your spirit guide does want to talk to you in this moment, they will. So, sometimes it even freaks spirit guides out that you are having the ability to interact with them. Yeah, Soldier is on board. Okay. All right. See? I told you my guides are very accommodating because like my mission is to help you guys, and so they're going to help me in terms of helping you. Right, right. And then there are others. Okay, then that's good. That's good. That is awesome. And because sometimes they're afraid that holy shit, they could talk to me, right? Like they're just not used to they're used to being in the background. Just imagine somebody working away in the back office, you know, and then somebody busting in all of a sudden saying, "Hey, how are you? What are you doing? You want to talk to me? You want to go out for lunch? You want to go out for dinner? Hey, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I would love to meet you. I can't believe it." And da da da. Sometimes it's just like, okay, where the hell did you come from, right? Like I'm used to working on my own and working in the background. How the hell did you even get here? Like why you here? How'd you get here? Who let you in? You know? And so don't be surprised if your spirit guide is just like, you know, why are you here? You know, like how'd you even get here? Who told you to come here? Who showed you how? And so that sometimes they're just not used to you being able to walk in their domain. Okay? So you freak them out just as much as they freak you out. Okay? So sometimes they're just not ready to interact, and that is okay. Yes. He is very colloquial now. My spirit guide curses and everything now. Beforehand, he didn't. Beforehand, when I first started talking to him, he was very ethereal. He talked in prose, like Shakespearean prose, right? And I was just like, I don't understand that bullshit, right? So you could talk to me talk to me. I don't need Shakespearean prose. I don't need you to write and, you know, talk to me in you know, poetic flurry language with flourishes like, you know, the vastness of the sea is with the grossness of the blah blah blah. Or have you ever seen Martin when he went to the mosque and he was just like, the person who sleeps on the ground cannot fall out of bed, right? so so right. So like don't be like the Martin that was singing Nam Yo Ho Renge Cure, right? Don't be that Martin. That's just like every time I see that episode, it's freaking hilarious. And he's just like, the person who sleeps on the ground does not fall out of the bed. You're just like, what? Like, just keep it 100, right? And so I taught my guides to just keep it 100 with me. I don't need any other flurry languages. Just keep it real, you know? And so that's what we do. My guides keep it real. They don't talk in poetry anymore. They used to, though. Okay. This is my selenite heart. I love this baby. It's really gentle on my energy. I love it. So what we're going to do right now is say, what message do you have for me? Right? And I'm not going to write my message down because that's for me to know, right? So I'm not going to do this part of it. But I want you guys to write that down. What message do you have for me? Write that out. Okay? And put your finger on, put your message, your marker. I'm sorry. If my voice changes in the middle of this, don't be scared. That's just them channeling. And I'm going to try to not let them channel because this is not what this is about, I don't want them jumping in, channeling and stuff. So I'm gonna try for my voice not to change. So if I start stuttering and stuff like that, that's because I'm trying to stop them from channeling. Because I'm not here to do those types of messages. That is awesome, Chayla. That is so awesome. So, what message do you have for me? Write that, put your thing down, and let it ride. Okay? So, they know not to write anything of my business out, okay? So, they're not. Okay? So, what they did is just say, you rock, okay? And it might be something as simple as that for right now. And so, let me know if you get messages. You don't have to share your message. Okay? I just want to know if you get messages, because your message and your automatic writing and your downloads and your intuitive guidance, that's all for you. You never have to share that if you don't want to. And sometimes they prefer that you don't. Okay? So let them tell me what's going on. I want to know. I got to do this live one day, like in person somewhere. One day. One of these days I'm going to have a tour where I go around and you'll be able to do all these things live, okay? But because I hate the lag here. I hate Perry lag. It just sucks. Yeah, I know. I need to do a tour. I need to go on tour. It's coming. I'm prophesying next year where I'm gonna be on tour. For this particularly. I think I'm going to be on tour this year for something else. But as far as this, I think I'm going to be on tour with this next year. So let me know what's going on, ladies. Are you getting anything? You might be getting just a picture. You might be getting just some shapes right now. So let me know what's going on. If they're having trouble, right? If they're having trouble, write the alphabet out. Write A. Oh, that is exciting. I'm so freaking excited for you guys, because this just opens a whole new realm of following divine guidance. And this isn't for you to check in with them every move you make, okay? This is for, when you're really in between a place and you just need a message for that day, right? Hi, Tahira. You could probably go and watch the replay, Tahira. If you're just jumping on, we're getting messages from Spirit now. The replay will walk you through step by step. But I'm glad you're here. So if you're having trouble and they're not writing, write out the alphabet so that they know A, B, C, D, E, and blah, 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 right? And so you could say, what message do you have for me after you write that? And just say, is it A? And let them write. Is it B? And they won't write. Is it C? Is it Da? And just go through the alphabet. And this is how you write an A. This is how you write a B. This is how you write a C. This is how you write a D. Sometimes you got to teach them, and then go through the alphabet with them. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of work for them to be able to communicate. Sometimes there's a language barrier there. Because like I said, they can talk, but how often do they have to write anything? Just imagine like a kindergartner that you never introduced to letters and stuff, but you always talked around them. There are people who are illiterate that could, talk to you on an intelligent level, but can't write and spell worth a damn, right? So sometimes it just be like that because they don't have to write all that often. So you just have to push it out of them a little bit, okay? Is everybody getting it? Let me take this down now. Okay, so is everybody getting it? Did it work? I want to know. I want to know. Did it work for everyone? I want to know. I want to know. Because I think when I first started doing this, it was... yay, Angela! When I first started doing this, it was amazing. Amazing. It freaked me out, but I was so addicted. Like, on my free time, I was just asking questions like, what should I eat for lunch? And like, they would write out like tuna or something like that. So I just think it's amazing to be able to speak to someone that has literally been assigned to you at birth to help you along in life. And the ability to communicate with them in this manner is amazing. There is nothing short of amazing to be able to talk to someone that is literally has the ability to craft your life for you, right? What is that movie? It was this movie that was out. Yes, relax your hand. You really do. Use your non-dominant hand, okay? And sometimes that helps. But there was this one movie where these people would wear the hats or whatever, and they would, their whole job is to go in and they would like alter stuff in your time field. I forgot what the freaking name of it was. But their whole job, they were like the guardian angels, and they were able to skip timelines and all this other stuff and start altering for you. And that's pretty much what it is. To be able to see them, touch them, talk to them is amazing. There's no other word for it. I try to find other words for amazing because it's so redundant to keep saying it, but there really is no other word to explain the ability to walk both sides, to walk both planes, okay? And you could use the same technique to talk to your loved ones. But if your spirit guides aren't working quite yet, so if you're not 100% on getting your spirit guides to write out, I would hold off on contacting your loved ones, because you want to make sure that spirit understands your boundaries, right? Because once we turn on our switch, you become a light in darkness, okay? You become that lonely little street light on a dark country road, okay? And everybody is just like, oh my gosh, there's this person that can hear and see me. I'm gonna go run over there because I got so much I want to say, right? So you don't want that to happen. And the only way to not allow that to happen is to set boundaries with your spirit guides. So if you don't have a good connection or communication with your spirit guides yet, hold off on contacting anybody else, because if not, you're going to open your energy wide the fuck open, and anybody and their mama literally is going to try to like talk to you. You'll be in a grocery line and you'll feel somebody breathing on your neck. You don't need that, okay? I'm trying to save you from yourself. You don't have to listen to me. You don't. Everybody has free will, but I'm trying to save you from yourself, okay? Because you want to do this in order, all right? Do it in order. And you can always get the message through spirit, okay? So if you want to talk to your grandmother, you could say, Spirit, can you relay the messages from my grandmother? You can always use them as an intermediary, right? Because I never connect with other entities. I always connect through my spirit guide. So like I plug into spirit, spirit plugs into whoever or wherever it needs to go. I never do a direct connection because I don't want to get short-circuited, okay? Don't do, like, I would venture to say, don't do a direct connection. Do it through your spirit guides. That way you have a relay switch there. They could shut shit down for you, okay? If it gets too overpowering, if it gets too whatever, the best way to connect is through your spirit guides. Yes. Yes. Let them do all the work for you, okay? Because you never know. Like, we want to think that all our loved ones went to heaven, but you never know where they at. You know what I'm saying? You never know what energy is attached to them on the other side. You never know what kind of yuckiness or whatever. And we always want to think that when they do cross over, they're no longer that human that they were when they were alive. So it could be sure that if he was an asshole when he was alive, he's probably an asshole in the afterlife too, right? So if you don't want that in your energy, we like to think that everybody gets purified when they cross over, right? And sometimes they do, and then sometimes they still an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the truth of the matter, okay? So as above, so below, right? So don't get in above your head. Allow spirit to dictate these messages for you. You can even ask spirit right now. Write down, what's your name? What should I call you? Like I have Persephone, I have Soj, I have Dan, a Mark, like Eleni. I think that Eleni, and he helps with my manifest. He's like, Lenny is like the brute force for me. Whatever I need done and moved, if it needs to be done quickly, fast, in a hurry, that's Lenny. He gets in, he's like the mobster, right? He gets in and gets out. He doesn't care. He gets it done. He doesn't follow rules. It's just like, by the time he comes in, the rules are out the door, right? So if he's having to come in and fix something or make something happen, there's no rules for him. He just does what he wants to do and dares anybody to say anything about it. Okay? So we all have multitudes of entities and guides depending on your situation. And since I deal with you guys a lot, I have a lot of spirit guides that help me along to deal with you guys. So my main spirit guide doesn't get overwhelmed, So I have a spirit guide just for me. I have a spirit guide to help with manifestation just for me. I have a spirit guide to help with manifestation just for you. I have one that helps with healing myself, and I have one that helps with healing you. So yeah, you just gotta get it done. Get it done. And that's his whole job. He just goes in. He's like Debo. Have you ever seen the movie Friday? Right? He's just like Debo. He's just like, what you got on my 40? You know what I'm saying? It's like, he don't care. He's just like, give me my bike. Give me that bike. I want it. And he takes it and dares you to say anything about it. Okay? And so you might have one of them guides, and your guide your guide that you use in everyday life might be that guide when he needs to be, but I have a guide that quickly is just, he bogarts, and he's the one that usually is trying to come through when I say I'm fighting back channeling. He's the one that's usually trying to like force his way through. And so that could lead to stutters, and where I'm like having to stop and think about what I'm saying is because he's trying to force himself through. And I like to really be like, no, I control this. I control the human vessel, and you do. So if you don't want something to happen through you, you don't have to allow it to happen. I hate this because they occupy the left side of my body. So sometimes I could look at myself and the left side of my body just looks foreign to me, and it's just weird. You ever look in the mirror and it's just like you can't put your hand on it, but you don't it doesn't look like your body. Does that make sense to anybody? Like right now, I'm looking at myself, and the left side of my body, like this side of my body, looks foreign to me. Like it doesn't look like it belongs here. And that it's weird to understand. I don't know if anybody's ever had that feeling. Huh? So it's really weird. Like I could look at my hand, and my hand doesn't look like it belongs on my body. It's just this weird thing. And that's because they occupy the left side of my body a lot. My spirit guides does. So the long end of it, I hope that it helped you. For those that watching the replay, you could have left a while ago. Like right now, we're just shooting the breeze, and I'm just giving some tips and tricks on what to do next. And always ground yourself. Always formally disconnect. Always formally disconnect. Whenever you're writing to them, wherever you're asking them questions and doing the muscle, just say, I'm done. I'm done. Ground yourself through the 3 deep breaths and say, I'm done. Release it. Release me. I'm done. Okay? Get your feet on some concrete or barefoot on the ground or whatever. Hi, sunny days. And breathe in and say, I'm done. I release you. That's how you formally release. When I taught you how to connect through spirit in your body. I taught you how to do that in your body. When you're done asking questions, formally release them. Because if not, you remember in the old days on your car where if you left your cigarette lighter plugged in, it would drain your battery, and then you would come out and have to jump start your damn car. Or if you left your lights on before they had the thing that said before it would automatically turn them off for you. If you left your lights on, it would drain the battery. So if you stay connected with spirit, it will drain your battery, and you're going to be sitting there wondering, like, why the hell do I feel like I want to sleep all the time? I get that a lot. I just got through with sleeping for about 3 weeks because it was a process. I couldn't release them. They didn't want to release me because I had some healing to do. So they needed me to sleep. But you're going to encounter some times where it's just like, I feel so run down. Hi, what is that? Me Motivates. M-E Motivates. So sometimes if you feel run down, it's probably because you're not grounded and you're straddling both realms, okay? And when I say fly high, when I say I fly high, that's because I'm normally more on the spirit side than I am on my human side. So when I say I vibrate high, that is what I mean. When vegans say they eat vegan to raise your vibration, okay? Raising your vibration means that you are moving your vibration from humanness to spirit realm. I operate at this level at all times, and it's tiresome for me, okay? You don't have to, like, this is my job. You don't have to operate up here. Oh, yeah, bay leaves, yes. I got mine from Amazon because, yeah. But, yeah, ground yourself. Some sage. If you don't have sage, a salt scrub. Some Epsom salt bath soak. If you've tried the deep breaths and it just doesn't seem to work, take an Epsom salt bath and tell them, release me. And it will cleanse your aura. That's a big general aura cleanse is an Epsom salt bath, okay? That's a general aura cleanse. If you want a quick, fast, dirty energy cleanse, an Epsom salt bath will get it done like that, and it's done. A salt scrub in the shower will get it done like that. That's a really good aura cleanse. If you work around sick people all the time, how much salt just a regular Epsom salt bath. So it's like if you put a cup in the water or half a cup in the water, it's fine. If you're gonna do a salt scrub, it's the regular, just any amount of salt. Put enough oil on the salt to be able to scrub your skin and stuff. And it's too easy. I've done salt scrubs. I prefer a sugar scrub myself, but that's not an energy cleanse. So I usually take detox baths of I sell detox baths for in my manifestation kits. So I usually use that. And let me see. I'll see if I can. Speaking of which, don't mind my thing. That's my mouth. Speaking of the detox kits. No, I'm not doing. I am in my group. Your last is Porter, right, Miss Porter? I am in my group. So if you find me online, you could like on my Facebook. I think we're Facebook friends. Find me, and I'll add you to, and I'll send you the link to the group. Because it's just a long link, a Facebook link. You could search for the group. It's called Contoured Mysticism. If you join the group, I am doing One Question Wednesdays inside my community. So this is my manifestation kits, people. You know, so inside, this is the detox bath that I use. And these are the herbs and all the coals and all that, the flash paper, the pencils, and then your manifestation book. Yeah, so yeah, and so that is that. So this is the detox bath that I use, and as you can see, it's, you know, it is you use it after a ceremony or whenever you need a aura cleanse, and it's just pink Himalayan sea salt, black lava sea salt, essential oil blend, rosebuds, hibiscus, all that other stuff. A lot of essential elements to ground you, sage, just some goodies. And this is enough for 2 baths. Because, yeah. So, it comes with the kit. Because you need to detox your spirit when you're working with this. And, oh, by the way, if you're on and you live in Maryland, DC, Virginia, New Jersey, Delaware, New York, I am having an event. It's a full moon detox under the stars on April 22nd. It's only $100. It's only $100, and it's in person, and you get to stay the night. Oh, well, you can always fly. We'll pick you up. It's Friday night. We're gonna sit out under the stars, under the full moon. We're gonna do our ceremonies. A kit will be available for you to purchase if you want to do your own while we're sitting there, or we're gonna just end up doing a generic one. We're gonna sit there. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna balance everybody there. And then, yes, and yeah, you could get 15 minutes with me, depending on how many people. Well, there's only 10 tickets available. We detox under the stars in the hot tub. You know, we're gonna get in the hot tub after our ceremonies and detox, and then we're gonna get in our jammies. We're gonna open some wine, pop some popcorn, and jam some music and hit Netflix binging, and we're gonna roll out our sleeping bags, and we're just gonna have a good old-fashioned girl talk and just have fun and relax, relate, release, and talk about what all is in store for us, right? Bring your journal. We could talk, we could have some automatic writing sessions where we could figure out what our next steps are. It's really just a time for you to get in touch with spirit, yourself, and figure out your next steps, right? And release. And you're going to be able to do it in person. And if you think I'm awesome over the phone, I'm even more awesome in person. My abilities are even more awesome when I'm able to touch you. Okay? So, because these hands are magics. So, but yeah. So, what is it? Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was about an hour, right? That's not too bad. That wasn't too shabby. Um, that wasn't too bad. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I really do. Join my community. Go. I know a lot of you already on here are on my community, but if you're not, why? You know, if you love me here, you're gonna love me there. And then there's things I do for my community that I do not post on Periscope and that I do not post on Instagram. And my community can attest to that I'm there for them in the community, that I'm not like that for everybody. So join my community. You get special coupons and everything in the email. You get daily channeled messages that you're not going to be getting via Periscope, and stuff like that. Okay? Only in the community, because they're special. And so are you, but not until you join my community, right? Okay? So get on the email list at tyjohnsonanderson.com. Just fill out your name. You'll get a five-part course, and some special bonuses when you sign up. Okay? I love you guys. Keep manifesting those everyday miracles. Yeah. And meet me over in the group. I'm about to hop back over in the group because I know I've been getting pinged while on this call. So I'm going to hop back over in the group and see what's getting good over there. Okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.